Alright, Shalom. Shalom, Akim. All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'asham Awashai, Ba'asham Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles of James Grimstone, and salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word with our sincerity and in our truth. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, West Indians, are the real Israelites, who are the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. Now, just to, it's a quick one. There's some examination paper leak. They call it CXC leaks, CXC cheats. CXC stands for Caribbean Examination Council. And there's a lot. There are some leaked documents of how the exams are going to be set up. So it's causing. There's a whole heap of talk about that, which I also believe that it's a form of. I don't believe it's entirely a distraction, but the point I want to highlight is the Hegelian dialectic philosophy being in practice by our leaders, by the leaders of this country, so Education Ministry MUM and claims that leaked mathematics exam paper originated in Jamaica. There has been a deafening silence from officials of the Ministry of Education, who, up to press time late Friday, were yet to comment on allegations that leak of the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC mathematics paper 2 on Wednesday originated in Jamaica. Now, so this is causing a bit of some problems. But as we say, this is Hegelian dialectic. This problem was deliberately created. Deliberately created for this. CXC has digital exams or digital exam. Why? In the caption, the Caribbean Examinations Council says it's aiming to get the region ready for full electronic testing of digitized exams, a move it believes would assist in eliminating the recurring leaks of Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC test papers. Dr. Wesley, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of CXC, stated yesterday that the council has been considering such a move since 2007. See? But now you have a problem. Now you have a reason to bring forth this plan of the digital exams. It's called problem reaction solution, Hegelian dialectic. And that philosophy is a philosophy from Friedrich Hegel himself, which is a white cracker, a devil. As Friedrich Hegel contemplated, progress is often born out of clash of opposing ideas, leading to a synthesis that propels humanity forward. A solution, problem, reaction, solution. They are deliberately creating problems and messing with the economy, messing with the monetary part of the economy, messing with everything so that the people can react. And when the people react, the same one offer the solution. Thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. See? Problem, reaction, solution. And just to give an example, I have a picture graph here. So Hegelian dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. Alright, Hegelian dialectic. agenda of one world government. Now, I'll give you an example. So the thesis, which is the problem, for example, the world is unjust and corrupt. Average person is powerless. Antithesis is, which is the reaction of the people, God must be cruel and unjust to allow this corruption. So what people start to do, they start to find them way into different philosophies, which is offered as a solution, offer a new way to live in harmony and abandon old traditional beliefs, structures that offer peace through the use of blending science with all religious doctrines. And that's why you have the the Freemason. We have a lot of old people, start find comfort in that, in witchcraft, in Baphomet, in different philosophies. So this is just an example. All right. So when you look at, for example, like the bank runs and the heist of the beryllium security forces, what do you think happening now? The reaction of the people is that they are scared, and then the solution is what? Digital. You using the digital platform instead of using ATMs and raw cash. It's called problem reaction solution, as you can see. So this is the age or time that we're in which these men are pushing for the New World Order agenda, initiated and being put on and developed by the devil himself, which is the so-called white men. These so-called white people, which are Esau by nationality. In 2 Corinthians 2:11, it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Now, this word device, I'm going to ignorant of his devices, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? Perception, purpose, implication, intellect, the position itself. Alright, whosoever is devising evil against, let me look up device in this way. Alright. For we are not ignorant of his devices. Hold on a bit. Evil purpose, right? Evil purpose, man. And if we trick these people and to have these people into he says it's a ploy, yeah. It's a trick, you see. A thing made or adapted for a particular purpose, especially a piece of mechanical or electronic equipment, a plan, method, or trick with a particular aim. Yeah, so that's it. We're not ignorant of the trickeries, man. We're not ignorant of these purpose, of these thought and this perception. We know the purpose of all these agendas, man. We know what the aim is. All right. So let's say Satan should get an advantage of us, man. The upper hand. See, to have more or a greater part share, to gain or take advantage of another. Yeah. For him, if him don't have the upper hand over us, we cannot be ignorant of his devices, man, of his trickeries, of his agenda. And that's what the Heavenly Father has revealed to his servants, the prophets, so we can prophesy about these things. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Now, this word watch, Strong's definition is, I'm going to go straight to, it said to watch, meaning definition 2, metaphorically, give strict attention to, be cautious, active, to take heedless to remission or indolence. I think remission cancellation, reduction in sentence. So indolence, I think, is laziness, right? Laziness, avoidance of activity or exertion. It's a laziness is a less through remission, and laziness, some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one. So we have seen these things afar off. We be vigilant. They say to keep wake, that is watch. Alright, and the scripture already gave us warning that we should watch, unless these things come upon us suddenly in a time when when you expect it not, because you weren't watching, you were asleep like the rest of the world. Alright, for they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Alright, but let us who are of the day be sober. Alright, what does the word sober mean? Cool, calm, to be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit, to be temperate, dispassionate, circumspect. And the word circumspect is to have a roundabout look, to be aware of your your surrounding, man. To be aware of what is happening. That's what being circumspect mean. To have a roundabout look, to not be ignorant, basically, man. To be aware. Putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation, who God hath appointed us to wrath, not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation through Yahushua HaMashiach. Yeah, and Romans 13. Let me get this. Alright, this is Romans 13 verse 11, that knowing the time, that now is the high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Now, as we move closer, to as time progress, you see the agenda, are these men pushing harder and harder for their agenda. This is the time period in which they're not holding back, because they are anxious of completing or accomplishing a digital society, see, which will entails the RFID microchip as the mark of the beast, which will connect you to their grid that they're created, or that is created. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light, which is this truth, this word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting, not in drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and make that provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Because a lot of people who are caught up in these the affairs of this life, basically, and just going after the flesh, being carnal, and not looking at spiritual things, and not looking at the deeper things of what is happening. A lot of people are grumbling and making noise even about this digital society that the Prime Minister said he's going to accelerate. He's going to move, he's going to push, they're going to accelerate it to reach that digital society on a quicker pace. As the scripture said, the devil is come down and tear in great wrath, because that he have but a short time. So they might push and go harder to accomplish that. And a lot of people are making noise about it. And how them are going to do this and how them are going to do that. But nobody have the answer to how and know the magnitude of the chaos that these men plan to bring to accomplish this. They don't know the magnitude of the problem that these men create and will create. Right? For you in order for you people to ask for a solution. Yeah? The famine, which is purposely orchestrated, a lot of people will ask for the chip, because how it's going to set up is that if you don't have the chip, you won't be able to have food to eat. So that's where you have the problem. They created the shortage of food. You have the reaction of the people, wanting the food and the hunger. And then they will ask for the solution, which will be presented to them by the same men who created the problem. Alright, and this is the philosophy of hand, man. This is the work of the devil at hand, pushing towards his new world order agenda. But I want to end the lesson right there, man. Hope it was edifying, to the hopeful elect. Let's read this last one. This is for you, for your leaders, man, for the leaders of this country, of your jakes, man, your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink. And the Hegelian dialectic is a part of that strong drink that our leaders have took onto by learning from the so-called white man, by learning and being indoctrinated by the so-called white man into these philosophies, and now they are pushing it on the people. All right, now it is in effect. All right, that continue until night till wine inflame them, and that's what is happening. They are being inflamed with wine, and the word and wine in this precept represent the philosophy, the knowledge, the philosophy that they have took onto and embraced, and now they are implementing it on the people, because they want to accomplish these agendas to please the so-called white man or the global elite. So with that, man, hope this session was edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom until next time.